Good morning, everyone. Welcome, Fluttervarians. I am your host, M Teresa Lawrence, for our weekly Flutterverse update. I wanted to share with you some of our country captains and state captains. I see that Jonathan has arrived. The elusive Jonathan, our Texas captain, is on deck. But first, I want to share with you some of the silliness. I know Jonathan is very busy and he has to go, but he has to wait. He has to wait a few minutes for this intense update. Okay, this week we've had a stop the presses moment. And so I interrupt all updates to share with you this. I had a rather long meeting with the adjudicator for the world record, and there are new requirements for Jackson. The rest of the world, you lovely rest of the world participants, you go with your creativity. You rock out. You express all of that butterfly flutter that you can. But in Jackson, it's getting rather difficult. Okay, so to share with you, in order to actually count as being a butterfly in Jackson, Wyoming, your arms, your torso, and your legs must match in color. So write that down. Then you must wear, where are they? You can never find good antennas when you need them, but here you go. Apparently, the record requires antennas. So, woo. So Jonathan, write that down because we're writing a press release about this. This is so important. You need your antennas and, of course, your butterfly wings. That is the only way you're going to get counted. And once you enter the space, which must be cordoned off, apparently our creativity in our activities are being limited for a short period of time until we get the record. So the adjudicator will count the butterflies as they enter the space in Jackson. And so you cannot enter unless you're in full Flutterverse garb. And if you don't have the appropriate outfit, you will not be allowed into the record zone for the record books. However, I have to share with you that the Trueness Project we're doing a world record. It's the first Trueness Project world record. So either way, you're all involved with the world record. The question is, how persnickety will you be? Look, they look weird that way. They're so fun. Oh, and did I mention that you can do this and that? You can go really all weird on your antennas. So remember that for Jackson. So very important. I will be distributing the antennas and the wings, but the torso part is all on you, Jackson, Wyoming. I need help with this. If you want the world record, please, join me on this requirement. And if we don't make it, we're still going to have a really good time, but I'm certainly going to go for it. That's all I have to say. Now we go back to the more fun part of the event, which is more creative and joyous. And so for that, I switch to the crowns I was going to give out, which apparently are full of butterflies, but will not count for that official world record. However, I will also be handing these out at the end of the event in Jackson, and I will be giving out prizes for anyone who makes their own outfit, even if you are rejected from the zone. From the zone of counting, we will have a whole section of joyous activity, crafts, and events. But that was the stop the presses moment that happened just a few minutes ago. The other thing I wanted to share with you, so Kainat, if you could show the silly picture of me with the crown, I want to share with you all my participation in the Best of the West parade in Jackson. We had so much fun. We gave butterflies. So a picture should be appearing somewhere. Yes, so that's me with the freaking crown. So, and I had little butterflies with me. Show the picture of the little butterflies, the group. Okay, so that little guy all the way in there, his name is Kevin. Kevin gave out butterflies and flyers for the event. He rocked this thing, and he is so adorable, and I am deeply grateful to Elizabeth Rodriguez and her family for showing up. We totally rocked Jackson, and it was so fun. We fluttered here, we fluttered there, we fluttered everywhere. We walked past the town square, and we were quite the hit. So many people are asking. And then we were invited for the July 4th parade, which is very cool, except that the Flutterverse, I am going on vacation after this event. So I will be fluttering to the East Coast, and then I will be fluttering to the West Coast. And I might even flutter to see Jonathan. And with that, let me bring on Jonathan Freer, our Texas captain. What happened? Oh, there you go. Okay. So everyone, this is Jonathan Freer, who I love, and I've said that a million times. He's very elusive. He is rocking it now. I'm going to get off stage and let Jonathan explain what's going on in his life right now because it is so explosive and so exciting that I want him to share his goodness. And he is the Texas captain, and so you guys in Texas, flutter on. And then afterwards, I actually went online. Jonathan will love this. I was trying to figure out what citizens of the Flutterverse should be called. And AI gave me a whole bunch of lists, but I really like what my friend Debbie said. She said we're Fluttervarians. So, Fluttervarian, rock on and share your goodness with the world.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Teresa. And I'd say it's an honor to be here, honestly. It's not too often that I meet with highly creative individuals like Teresa. And so to be sharing a platform like this with her, it's humbling. And to be the Texas captain for all of this as well, it's like, wow, thank you so much. So about me, I have a few different hats that I wear. Like I am a software engineer, and I do that by trade. I work for a marketing company running their split tests and engineering their front ends and back ends. And I also own my own marketing company as well. It's called Reactive Media Group, and we help people get published in some of the top publications out there, like Forbes, Entrepreneur, Yahoo, Business Insider, and a bunch of other places as well. We help them with the marketing, their PR, branding, anything that you need for your business success. And then apart from that, I'm also a transformational coach, and currently I'm in the process of getting certified in NLP, timeline therapy, hypnotherapy, and I'm also creating a new course right now for finding your purpose and tapping into source and creativity. And alongside that, I also just published an article today through entrepreneur.com where I talk about
I
exactly.
have to cheer. That is like the coolest thing.
Oh,
Okay, I'm getting off again so that you can share that because that is just so cool.
yeah. It's called Creativity Isn't Just Something You're Born with, it's a skill that you can develop. And here's how. And so I'm going to drop that in this chat I see here. I don't know if y'all would see that, but there it is. And I've been told it's my best article yet. And so I highly implore you all to read it. It's based in scientific research and evidence and also principles of consciousness and uh, Eastern, Western religion and philosophy, just like compiled into one condensed and concise article, I'd say. So, yeah, it's a great read. And yeah, I'm all about empowering people to be their most authentic and true selves and helping them achieve whatever it is that their dreams are in life. And so many people I
See, he's
recommend
such a
there.
match.
Yes.
He's a match.
Oh, yes. So I love
Yeah.
working with you, Teresa, because your energy, you match my energy. Like I know I'm like I could be out there, but you're out there too, and
No, I'm
we
so out
it's
there. I
great
have to
energy.
tell you guys that the level of weird is so high, but now I'm enjoying it. And Jonathan totally gets it. It's like when we met, I asked him to do something so insane, and he actually didn't laugh. He was like, cool, I'm in, right? Um, but the level of weird like the vibe, you could just tell. There are people that are looking at me and I look at them and they think I am from a different planet. And then there are other people who are like, oh, it's Teresa, let's go Flutter. It is so, so much fun. But I want to share with our audience that Jonathan is also a co-author in the upcoming book, The Grand Transform World, where he shares his intimate story of transformation. And it's so good. So it is, oh, and if you haven't checked out his Instagram, it's very fun. He runs all over Houston, Texas, doing amazing and fun things like jumping into ice baths and playing cool music. And he watches the most interesting things on TV.
Also, I have other books too. Like this is.
Oh, yes, please share.
Yes, this is a handbook I wrote. It's called A Short Handbook for Happiness, and I use
Could you
it.
put that more further up on the screen so that we could see? Yes.
It's a short handbook for happiness. I wrote this as a means to help people overcome themselves and get to know themselves on a more intimate level, because many people are unconscious of their unconscious and what's in their unconscious in their minds and how it affects how they show up at any given moment. And so what this book
They
aims to
don't
do
know
is
their trueness. They don't know their trueness. So
they
please
don't know
explain
their
what the
trueness.
book does.
Yeah, so what it does, it equips you to find your trueness. It gives you tools and practical advice on what it means to introspect and find yourself and contemplate in order to find not only like your purpose, but more so like where or like how to achieve the things that you want and how to harness your own energy and live in that fully. So yeah, there's that
And is
book.
meditation part of it?
Meditation, yes, that is definitely a part of it. I'm also a meditation teacher, and I have a meditation catalog you could find if you were to go into this book or go to my website. You could find it's pretty easy to find there. And yeah, meditation's a big part of it. And
Well, I
I
bring that up because don't you have a meditation retreat coming up that you're
I
a
do have
part
a
of?
meditation retreat.
Do you
Yes.
want to share that with the audience and put it in the
Yeah,
chat?
yeah. So this meditation retreat is called the Bye Bye Burnout Retreat. And so
Bye for
yes, I am partnering up with a real good friend of mine. Her name is Donna Ambrose, and she is hosting this retreat out in St. Kitts in the Bahamas. There's some private remote island out there. And so we're going to be just spending a whole week just relaxing, getting in tune with ourselves, spending time in nature, island hopping, eating good food, and just learning how to relax and be mindful of our emotions and to get rid of burnout. Because there's a whole lot of like limiting beliefs and just internal conflicts that come with burnout that cause that to happen in our lives. And so we're going to get to the root of those issues and look to find healing.
And what are the dates for that?
The dates, they are, it's the last week of the year. It's, I think, December 29th to January 4th. So
So you're celebrating New Year's in St. Kitts. That's fantastic.
Yes, it's amazing.
So make sure to put that information in the chat. Donna Ambrose is a powerful healer. She is a really amazing transformational coach and just an incredible healer. And so maybe I'll have her on for one of these days because she too is a member of the Flutterverse. Isn't that interesting? So, Jonathan, do you have any last words to share before we move on and I go into the various weirdness of the Fluttervarians? And there are admiral butterflies, so we even have our own military force.
Oh, lovely. Wow.
There's a kaleidoscope viceroy.
A kaleidoscope viceroy.
Yes.
He sounds like a very colorful person.
Yes. And then, of course, there's the papillion prankster.
You're the best these names, Teresa.
Oh, and then of course we have somebody who's smiling all the time.
Hmm.
He's the swallowtail smile. Oh, oh,
Aw.
so funny. So very funny. So any last words, love, before we
Yes,
move on? Because now we have the Pakistani captain joining us.
gotcha. And I'm posting the press release for this retreat in this chat here, and so y'all could see that. That's there. And apart from that, I also have another book coming out
Oh,
sometime later
please share
this
that.
month. Oh yes, it's called Streamlined Marketing, Brand Strategy Simplified and Scaled. And so that's coming out later this month. And I wrote this after about a decade in the marketing space and just generating millions for people and their businesses through my direct sales and marketing experiences and building teams. And so I reckon that it's about time I publish this book because I have so much knowledge on marketing. I'm helping people with their marketing and their
Yes,
branding.
and I want to share. I want to share with everybody that Jonathan is helping me with my publicity, and he's fantastic. And I ask him to do very strange things, and sometimes he he looks at me and he produces magic. That's all I have to say. Look him up on LinkedIn. I don't know if you could share your LinkedIn here
Yeah,
before
yeah,
you
of
go,
course.
and then we'll move on to my Pakistani captain, who in fact is responsible for all the goodness that is happening. Because before I bring Asim on, I must share that when I was thinking of doing this amazing and fabulous, and I'm going to call it very creative, I'm not going to call it crazy idea, I get a call from him and he says, Teresa, how are you going to do that without a website? We're going global. Let's do this.
Mhm.
And so, so with that, Jonathan, thank you so much for entering the Flutterverse, being part of the update,
So thank you for having me. It's greatly
and
appreciated.
I look forward to seeing you in full Houston, Texas Flutterversian. Upload your picture and let's rock this thing. So let me
Absolutely.
get you
Thank you.
off. Okay. So now,
Hello,
hello.
hello. How you doing?
So everyone, this is Asim. He is the Pakistani captain, and I have to share with you that this lovely man is responsible for the Butterfly March website and all sorts of other goodness that is happening in my life. And so, Asim, I want you to introduce yourself, share your story, tell everybody what you do, which is so fantastic, and how they can get a hold of you. And I'm going to text another person that works with you because she said she might come on, and we're both going to say really nice things about you in just a little bit. But everybody, Pakistani captain on board in the Flutterverse.
Thank you, Teresa, for this opportunity. Hello, all. So I'm Asim. I've been working with Teresa. I was introduced to her through a client of mine, and it's been like almost a year that we have been working together on multiple projects. What we do, we provide all sorts of backend solutions that include websites, graphics, creatives, virtual assistants, your day-to-day task, whatever is needed, we can help you with that. We are available in the US hours. We can manage your everyday routine when it comes to any sorts of creative needs or design needs or anything of that sort. And your requirements can be flexible on the daily basis, and we are here to adopt changes according to that. So feel free to reach out to me, or I can share my contact details in the chat here, or Teresa can pass those to you. And that's pretty much it for now. Thank you.
Um, can you put in the comments? I don't know if you can.
I
Your
think it's
contact.
personal. Yeah, I'll just see what I can do here.
Yes, and if not, we'll add it. And also your LinkedIn. That would be
Yeah, definitely.
fantastic.
Definitely. There we go.
Okay, but all of the fabulous images of butterflies in various costumes and in, from all these ethnicities. I get on the, well, I don't get on the phone, but I send my messages. I'm like, I need this. And his team is so fabulous and so amazing, and they produce amazing, amazing work. And I feel very blessed to be working with Asim and his team. So definitely check him out because it's magic and it just makes life flow easier. And for
Thank you,
me,
Teresa.
I didn't know what I was doing, he just provided everything that I didn't know. So thank you so much for joining us today. And I look forward to seeing your lovely family dress as butterfly. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. All right, everybody, that was fantastic. So I don't know if Ben Vic wants to come up and say something. He's the assistant director of the Trueness Project. If you do, please show yourself on camera. If you don't. Um, oh, Muriel is about to jump on to say nice things about Asim. So, so we wait on Ben Victor, and now Muriel, when she jumps on, then we'll say more nice things about Asim. But other interesting updates that we should have that I never remember to do. Kainat, if you could put the picture of Judith Rich up, because each week for several weeks, I keep saying, I need to thank Judith. I need to thank Judith. And then I never show her picture. So is that picture available? Yay, we have a picture of Judith. So Judith Rich is an internationally known leadership coach. She is my mentor. She is my coach. That woman, if you declare that you are going to do something, you will move heaven and earth to do that for her. And she has been such a fabulous, fabulous force in my life for good. And I'm deeply grateful that she is the California captain. She also has written the foreword for the first Trueness Project book. And that book is we're doing book launch on the 28th in Jackson. And so many people that are in the book are joining us. And I saw Muriel get on, and then I saw her jump off. So I'm going to wait another second, and I'm going to ask, I'm going to ask Ben Victor to see if he wants to say something. But I want to make sure that I thank Judith. And I see somebody has jumped back on. Is that Muriel? Who is that? Yes, that's Muriel. Okay, excellent. So thank you, Judith, for being part of the Trueness Project and for rocking California. If you haven't reached out to Judith as a coach, I strongly recommend her. She is fabulous. And this event would not be happening without her mentorship. So thank you, Judith. Okay, so now I'm going to call Muriel onto the stage. So Muriel, Asim was already on. Can we remove this picture, Kainat?
I don't have any picture in the background.
Oh, no, there was. So for all of you that don't know, this is Muriel Blanc. She is fabulous and amazing. She is a healer extraordinaire, and just a fabulous author. Do I have her cards here? Let me see. Let me point to. Yes, I do. I do. Look at that. Soul vibration cards. So I asked Muriel to join us so that she could give a raving review for Asim, because she started working with him too, and magic has happened for her.
Yes, so thank you so much, Teresa, for having me here and those beautiful, sweet words of yours. I appreciate it. So I have started to work with Asim mid-March, when Teresa gave me his name and business name. And it has been phenomenal what they have accomplished for me. I have to give a little bit background here. I had hired 2 web designers in the United States to do my website, and it was done, but it was actually not working correctly. And so Asim's team just finished to redesign my website as of yesterday. They revamped it completely. They added features. They're working on adding my blog now. Absolutely amazing. That's just the website part, okay? Now, they are also posting on my social media, because I really don't have time to manage my social medias and my client and all that stuff, and writing books and speaking to engagement and so forth on. So they are managing all my social media. and I tell them, you know, this is what I want you to talk about. Those are posts I want you to do. I give them some of the material, and then they create a beautiful post with beautiful picture, and they give me a daily report on what they have done, on what they're going to be working on.
Okay, and with
They're
that,
also they
Muriel,
are amazing,
yes.
and they also tell me, hey, we need more material, we need this by tomorrow, we need this, we have not received it, where is it? So they are totally amazing.
Okay, thank you so much for being with us today and sharing that. And Asim, I know you're off, but really he is just fabulous, and I know he shared his information, so I really encourage everybody to look him up. And Muriel, I look forward to seeing you in Jackson.
You will, you will. All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, and with that, before I move on, so this update is going to take a little bit longer because I'm going to bring Ben Victor up. He's the assistant director of the Trueness Project, because I always forget that we're doing all of this to bring awareness to help people, and I always forget to do what we are here to do, which is philanthropy. So I'm going to bring Ben Vic onto the stage, have him introduce himself, and let's see if what we come up with. Hello, love. I'm going to remove myself from the stage and let you talk for a bit.
Hello, I am Ben Victor Macau, the Assistant Director, Trueness Project. Thank you so much, Teresa, for bringing me up here. What I can share about what we are doing so far is that we are still seeking more country captains and state captains. And I am very happy to see the various state and country captains who have been introducing themselves and telling the world what they are up to. And we are looking forward to getting more country captains and state captains from across the world. And we are as well strategizing on how to bring them together so that we can brainstorm, so that we can share ideas and share strategies on how to make June 29th event a wonderful event. And so if you are out there and you are seeking to represent your country, or you are seeking to represent your state, we welcome you to the Flutterverse. And we are telling you that by you being the representative of where you come from, you are making our dream easier to achieve, and you are helping us to bring change even to your country and to the whole world. And as well, we are currently applying for grants, that is for the Trueness Project. And we're also seeking donors and grantors and sponsors to support our mission and to support our programs. We're having several in Kenya, including donating sanitary pads, donating leadership books, and sponsoring students in different schools across the nation. As we are also doing a lot in Nepal, especially to do with saving children from sex trafficking. And so we are calling upon the world, whoever is willing to support our programs and willing to support our cause, to come up and donate to our programs.
Yes, and we just signed up for CEPI, I believe it's called, and
Yes.
they don't charge anything to in terms of a fee for people to donate and for us to transfer the money to the people in need. So that is very fantastic. So if somebody could put up the link to donate to the Trueness Project, that would be fantastic. So thank you, Ben Victor. And I am now going to call up the usual suspects for the for the Trueness Project update. Thank you so much. Let me remove you from the stage. Okay, and I see that Emmanuel is here, and he has a huge update. So, hello, love. I'm going to leave you on the stage to do your update.
Thank you so much, Teresa. And I want to take this opportunity to greet the whole world. And I welcome everyone to today's update. And my name is Emmanuel Sananga. the Trueness Project ambassador in Kenya. And the Trueness Project is really doing a fantastic job here. I, being the Trueness Project ambassador, have already organized to have a career and coaching program on 29th with the youths from Kenya, and we'll be able to have a very fantastic event, be able to have an engagement with the youth, talk about the Flutterverse, the butterfly gathering, and all of us will be joining the entire world and about the peaceful prayer all over the world. So it is really a fantastic event, and we look forward to do great things on that day and for the days to come, because indeed we have to be our true self, our true self, and as well be able to change the world. And it is really a very, very great opportunity to be here. And thank you so much, Teresa, for trusting us for this noble cause.
Emmanuel, you are fantastic. I'm so excited that you put together this event for the Flutterverse. I really like the way you guys are saying the Flutterverse. What will I call you? Fluttervarians? I have to come up with a name. It's more fun to be in the Flutterverse, people. Let's just face it. We just have more fun. We do strange things and we help people. That's the way life should be. So, Emmanuel, thank you so much for being here. Until next
Welcome.
week. Next week, I'm going to have the pictures of all the banners up in Jackson. So it's really going to be a lot of fun, people. I hope you all join us. All right. Thank you, Emmanuel. I'm going to bring up Dominic if he's still here, and then I will close us out for this week's update. Oh, there's Dominic. Hello. Hello, Ambassador Dominic. I'm going to leave you on stage to share your goodness with the world in this week's update.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ambassador Dominic. I run a philanthropic company that is working with the Trueness Project to help young girls bleed with dignity and at the same time help underprivileged young boys and girls that are in high school to be able to get a scholarship, to be able to pursue their dream and change their lives. Together, we're working towards making the 29th day of June a success. Thank you so much, and I look forward to have the whole world break this record. Thank you.
Thank you, Dominic. For everyone, Dominic does the Trueness Project's philanthropy tourism in Kenya, and he can facilitate it all over the world, but particularly in Kenya. So please look him up on Facebook and LinkedIn because he's doing fantastic work. And in June, we're facilitating our first philanthropic tourism group with Dominic. So thank you, Dominic, for joining us. And with that, okay, everyone. So you've gotten the update about the outfits. You've gotten the updates about the parade we were in last week. There is so much goodness happening. So share this video with your friends, because it is your opportunity, the world's opportunity, to stand for peace and to stand for truth, your truth, not anybody else's, because once you're in alignment with that truth, you're going to find peace, and then you're going to share it with the world, and that's my goal. So please join us. Please donate to the Trueness Project so that we can continue to do goodness around the world. And to join the Butterfly March, it is butterflymarch.com. You see the registration link there. And we're all going to get certificates for participating in a world record, because no matter what happens, we are doing a world record, the first ever Trueness Project world record, and the inaugural International Day of Trueness. So with that, I wish you goodbye. I wish you a great weekend, and thank you for joining us today. Bye-bye. Peace, people. And now we cut to music. Where's my music?